Holy crap, look at this house. It has about 8 garage bays. That's my kind of guy right there. We're down here in North Carolina, excuse me, visiting family for the holidays. There's gonna be a little group of videos of me saying that. And we're just riding around right now, coming home from my brother's house, going toward my parents. And I'm just kind of seeing what there is to see here in the greater Charlotte area of North Carolina. I have been hitting some curvy roads, some beautiful houses on this road. It's about 50 something, so it's not too bad temperature wise. A touch chillier than I'd like it to be, but hey, it's late November, I can't complain. And it'll be this temperature all winter basically, so really can't complain. Today, I'm going to tell another fun story about my past. I just told a police encounter story a minute ago. This one is about an event that we used to go to called Trucks Gone Wild. So if you don't know what Trucks Gone Wild is, it's basically a rally where a bunch of guys with like mud trucks and four-wheelers and just off-road equipment get together in a field and party. There's lots of off-roading involved. There's trails, there's mud pits, and there's a little drinking and getting rowdy. Yeah, your typical rally. You know, it's like the Burning Man for rednecks, if you will. What road is this? Rock Grove Church Road. We'll go left, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just making shit up right here. Making things up. So, we went to this event, and at this event, it attracts all kinds. You got some really wealthy guys, like rich rednecks, who got crazy mud trucks that are 100 grand, whatever, and you got, you know, Jim Bob from down the street and doing Jim Bob things. So you got all the walks of life, which that I have no problem with. In fact, I really like being around all different kinds of people. I like exploring, and that's a beautiful freaking Power Stroke, man. I can't see anything. There's a school bus. Alright, we're good there. So, when you're surrounded by all walks of life, though, you can also attract disgruntled disagreements, and then therefore the police. So, I'm picture this, right? I got my truck, my maroon Silverado that you can look back and see on videos. I've had forever, and I'm driving said truck, towing a trailer with my friend's single cab pickup on it that we're gonna, you know, take in the mud. Decent shaped truck. It was more than street worthy. We just didn't have enough people to drive all the vehicles, so we threw it on a trailer. Whatever, redneck things. So we're driving. I'm towing this truck. I get right up to the event, right up to the doors of the event, and no big deal. I go to, you know, I'm in line. Kind of, there's a lot of traffic on the road waiting to get in. There's a cop there, just facilitating and doing whatever, and I'm like, okay, typical, no big deal. Didn't think anything of it. Well, he pulls out and pulls me over, and I'm like, what the heck is this dude getting me for right now? Like, of all the people here, I'm like the one with the least, you know, aggressive. What is this? This is cool. Happy Farm, Western Town. Huh. That's kind of neat. I'd have to stop there someday. This is like a cool little deal. Anyway, so I'm like trying to mind my own business here, and he pulls me over, and I'm like, okay, I'm not even worried at this point, because I'm like, there's literally nothing he's gonna get me for of any significance. So I'm just going with the flow, being respectful. The guy's being a jerk, because, you know, the police there hate this event. He's actually a DEC officer, fun fact. I just thought that was kind of hilarious. So the DEC's got me pulled over, and he's, you know, he comes out of his car hot and heavy. He's like, hey, where's your front plate? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I didn't even have a front plate on the truck. I I purposely didn't have it on, but I just like didn't even think about it. But anyway, so I'm like, I just washed it and it didn't have the plate on. Whatever, dumb excuse. I should have just been like, screw you, I don't have a front plate, whatever. And the truck was clean enough though that I think it was believable because the truck was spotless, which is kind of funny. But anyway, so he's like, oh, and the trailer is registered in Maine. You can't do that. It's illegal in New York. And I'm like, thinking to myself, no, it definitely is not illegal, but okay, sure, like whatever. I'm not going to argue with it on the side of the road. Rule number 1 of police encounters: don't try to play lawyer on the side of the road. It's always easier after the fact. So he's like, I'll be back. So he goes back to his car and whatever, and writes me a ticket for the Maine license plate, not my missing front license plate on the truck. So okay, fine. I was thinking about like, crap, I'll get a lawyer, fight it, whatever. And I'm like, no, you know what? I'm not even gonna get a lawyer. I'm going to write the DA myself, or the attorney. I guess it'd be the district attorney for the county or whoever that is. And I just wrote to him and I'm like, listen, here's the registration. It's perfectly legal. It's registered in Maine. Blah blah blah, whatever. He wound up dropping the charges. So I just didn't pay anything, which was awesome. So that worked out good. But what was really funny about this story is while I'm parked right in front of this event, and there's already people that are in there hammered, and I'm getting like both heckled and pity partied at the same time. Like, this one drunk guy's like, bro, I'm sorry to see you got pulled over, man. You want me to throw you a beer? And I'm like, kinda, but no. Like, that definitely would not turn out well for me if he threw me a beer. But I'm thinking to myself, I need one after this crap. So anyway, I'm like, this is just my luck. So they're yelling at me and I'm having fun. And then I've been parked here for a while now. This is all 10 minutes. My buddy, whose truck was on the trailer, is driving up to the event because he came a little later than I did. And we're going this way. And he goes, yeah. He tells me this later. He's like, I was driving up. I saw this guy pull over, and he's like, you stupid son of a gun. This guy got pulled over. And he pulls up further and realizes it's his own truck on the trailer. And he's like, oh, that's weird. And then he puts 2 and 2 together, and he's like, shoot, Jake got pulled over. So it's just kind of funny that I wound up being the dummy. But, just good times, man. You know, all these things that happen are good stories after they happen. They're not necessarily the best stories in the moment. But anyway, so I get let go. I go into the event, and I drive up to where my buddies are. They don't know at this point that I'd been pulled over because my other friends still hadn't made it to where we were camping. So I pull in and I'm like, yo, guys, check this out. And I show them the ticket, and goddamn, are we laughing? That officer, considering I never wound up paying any charges, that officer made my freaking weekend by giving me that ticket. It was so funny. But yeah, it was a fun event. It's not the worst idea to do it once in your life, but they get rowdy, they get destructive, they get dangerous, and I hate to say it, but if you go with a big enough group of people, somebody will eventually get hurt. My one buddy, actually the same friend who drove up and whose truck was on the trailer, he got left in a hospital in an ambulance one year. Not too bad, but not great. He wound up getting surgery on his knee because he twisted his knee up, which sucked. And then we had just some other incidents that occurred. So, it is what it is, but definitely not an event for the faint of heart. And when you get older, you get just smarter enough, I think, that you're like, maybe not anymore. But it was a lot of fun to go a few times. Definitely a lot of good memories. Again, some not so good ones, but a lot of good ones. I'm glad that it worked out. None of us had anything too major happen, so that's really good. But yeah, that's a fun little story for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. God bless America, and I'll see you in the next one.